Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is May 6, 2025, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Berkshire Hathaway, the flagship of one of the biggest investors in our lifetime, Warren Buffett, gaps down after the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, states that he'll be stepping down as the CEO, and the markets reacted accordingly, specifically its stock gapping down. Now looking at the rest of the markets, no major economic events scheduled for today. Starting out with the Forex symbols, major pairs unchanged, shifting over to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ losing its momentum to the upside. And looking at commodities, gold pivots higher, while oil gets that bounce after that gap down. And looking at the stocks, Apple selling off lower. And last, I look at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go, first with the Euro USD, just to highlight the fact that it's not doing much. It's really consolidating. It's in a really tight squeeze right now. I mean, it's in a 4-hour chart. You can see that it's really in a very tight squeeze over the past couple of days, not doing much. But with that said, okay, with that all said, just keep in mind, once it breaks out of this area, okay, either on the upside or the downside, we do have supportish area at this 112.80-ish level, and then the upside we're right there. Okay, so 113.30-ish level is that resistance. Breaks on either side and it has some momentum, then it might be getting interesting. Now I'm going to jump into commodities. Gold did pivot higher yesterday to 33.74. Yes, it's at a new resistance. Okay, I would call this a resistance area. But just it's got to maintain that momentum, and it's not doing that. It's a little bit hard to trade gold from day to day. It's not falling through. Oil had a decent bounce yesterday. Okay, check this out, right? We had this massive, decent gap down. I don't want to say massive, but we had a decent gap down, almost $3, and then we closed in the gap. Now, this might be an interesting place where it reverts back to its lows. When we close the gap, that's usually an indication that it's going to go back lower. So keep this on the radar. Now looking at the U.S. markets tapering off, the Dow Jones selling just slightly at the end of the day yesterday and just tapering lower. And so did the NASDAQ after a nice run up. Okay, it's been really a big run up. Yes, and I anticipated it as it's hitting that 200-day moving average. Now looking at the stocks individually, Apple has a huge slide here, a gap down and a slide moving over 13 points. Okay, that's a decent sell-off for there. So did Tesla, also sold off just viably at that resistance-ish area. So yes, pockets of opportunities on the downside, but also on the upside. Look at Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft still pushing higher after that earnings report, and then kind of challenging that 430s-ish level. Yes, has it broken back up to its highs? No. Okay, but it's still pretty strong for where it's been. Okay, and it's coming back. Cisco also holding some strength on the upside and some momentum, and that's what we like to see. Bitcoin retracing here, but from yesterday to today didn't do much. Okay, after it retraced earlier this week, yes, it did push a little bit higher to 97K. Didn't hit that 100K, but it is trading with some strength here, okay, as there's been some follow through. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.